They said it wasn't possible. They said it wasn't natural. 40 hours straight. They were wrong.
When you try your best but you don't succeed.
Where have you been?
When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in rivers, and the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. High up above or down below. When you're too in love to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you were.
I wonder where my uniform's made. Patsy, do you know where your polo's made?
I don't know.
Do we ever stop to think who makes the products we buy? Do we ever stop to imagine the human face behind the label? All across the developing world, the workers who make our products are young people. 80% of them are women 16 to 25 years old who are locked in factories and forced to work under harsh sweatshop conditions. There are 1.8 million garment workers in Bangladesh, in 3,600 factories, sewing over 900 million garments a year for export to the U.S. All the giant U.S. retailers produce there. This is the human face behind the global economy which the companies do not want us to see.
I, CEO of the Walmart Foundation, propose that we lower the wage of our factory workers because, honestly, I would like to produce a greater profit and they can get along.
What are you talking about? They barely have enough to go on as it is. Have you thought of their families? Their working conditions? Do you even think they're safe? Have you ever thought that maybe helping them helps you too? If you pay them more money, they have enough money to feed themselves. They're stronger and healthier and they can work for longer.
All I care about is my money.
It's 3:25 in the morning in Dhaka. It's raining, obviously. Behind us, workers are still working, garment workers. They're going into their 20th hour of work. We've seen this in a drive around Dhaka. We've seen this in maybe a dozen factories tonight. These workers will work until 5 or 6 in the morning. Maybe they'll get an hour of sleep, and then they'll start another shift, which will be 14, 15, or 18, or 19, or 20 hours.
The sewing operators are paid 11 to 17 cents an hour, as little as $5.28 a week. The helpers, the young girls who clean the garments by cutting off the loose threads, earn less than 8 cents an hour, as little as $3.84 a week. These are starvation wages which trap the workers and their families in misery.
What are you doing? Sew faster, work harder, or you're gonna be out of a job.
Sorry, I don't feel well. Can I go to the bathroom?
No, you can't.
The supervisors, mostly men, patrol the assembly lines, constantly pressuring the women to work faster. The women report being cursed and shouted at, and even being slapped, punched, and hit for working too slowly or making even the smallest perceived error. The women are cheated of their legal maternity benefits. There are no sick days, no health insurance, no pensions. When the women reach 30 or 35 years of age, they are fired. The factory managers feel they're worn out and want to replace them with another crop of young girls.
What are you doing? I told you to work faster. Did you not get that? Do you want to lose your job? You don't deserve this.
No, can't take that.
Workers have no rights. If they are even seen meeting with union leaders, they are fired. If management discovers that the workers are trying to organize a union, they will be beaten, fired, and often imprisoned on trumped-up charges.
We live in a globalized economy. We can buy almost anything without giving a thought to where it came from or who produced it. The truth is, many of the products on your shopping list have been produced by exploited workers from the developing world. Sweatshops, forced labor, child labor, discrimination, denied freedom of association, unreasonable quotas, and abusive work environments pervade the labor conditions for these disenfranchised workers. The truth is, millions of people around the world toil under inhumane working conditions. The International Labor Rights Forum engages in dozens of campaigns to research, educate the public, support workers, and advocate for decent work around the world. We do this through 4 worldwide projects: Stop Child Labor, Freedom at Work, Creating a Sweat-Free World, and the Rights for Working Women. Consumers have the right to demand humane labor standards for the workers that produce many of the goods they use every day. Join us now in ending labor rights abuses globally.
My name is Kalpana Akhtar. I work for the Center for Solidarity. So what are we going to do? We have a worker with us who is still working in a factory and making clothes for American brands like Walmart, and also they make clothes for European countries. So Alia will explain something in Bangla. Don't worry, I'm going to translate for you all.
Walmart সাবকন্ট্রাক্টর ফ্যাক্টরিতে কাজ করি। আমার ফ্যাক্টরিতে 400 শ্রমিক কাজ করে।
I started to work in 1994 when I was 9 years old, and in my factory is a Walmart subcontractor factory, and we have 400 workers in our factory.
আমি যখন কাজ করি তখন এখন আমি একজন সিনিয়র অপারেটর।
When I started as a sewing machine helper. Now I'm a senior machine operator after 15 years working.
আমি সকাল 8টা থেকে কাজ করি, কোনো দিন রাত 3টা পর্যন্ত আমার কাজ করতে।
When I started to I had to work 14 hours shift, which used to start from 8 a.m. Sometimes I need to work overnight, and I could barely sleep 2-3 hours in the production floor, and I had to start next shift in following morning at 8 a.m. We have excessive production target, like we can make 80 pieces per hour. Can you give us to us?
আমি জ্যাকেট কাপ বানাই, কলার, স্লিভ।
Yeah, we make jackets and trousers in our factory, and I do the sleeve joint. I can barely make 80 pieces per hour. Like I do the sleeve joint, but the production target is 120 pieces per hour, which is excessive. And if we cannot make that, we are beaten by our management, and also we need to work for long hours, and we are not paid for those hours.
অসুস্থ থাকলে কোনো ছুটি কাটাতে পারতাম না, যদি ছুটি কাটাতে দিতাম তাহলে চাকরি চলে যেত।
We cannot use our sick leaves, and if we are not coming to the factory for sick, we lose our jobs.
So, did you appreciate our guest speakers and learning about their first-hand experiences with sweatshops?
Yeah, it was really interesting. Like, I can't imagine living my life like that. I think I never knew that much, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and I was surprised that it's still a problem because they kind of make it out to seem like the problem is over or whatever, but it's still going on like every day.
And it's so cool how they like educated themselves and rose from the very bottom, and it's just awesome.
And I think we hear a lot about sweatshops, but having them actually come in and talk about their experience was really interesting because it was really a first-hand look that we got to see the problem.
As consumers, do you think in the future you'll remember their faces and like kind of put a face to what you're buying?
I think I'll try to.
Definitely. Like, we've never really had a first-hand experience with it before, and now that we have, like, I give those people so much respect, and I'm definitely going to think twice when I'm shopping now.
Yeah, but I also think it will be a little difficult because we don't know if we should boycott the goods and stop trying to buy things because like we don't want to support the sweatshops, but on the other hand, like that's the only income they're receiving, so we don't know if we want to like try to buy things to support them or try to stop the problem.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what she suggested as a solution?
Was it like writing to the
the petition online?
And you ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this kind and clear. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things. Just a chance that